Hey everybody, this is Chad Daniels, and you have landed in the middle of somewhere. Hello, how are you? Thank you for coming back. Outside my window, one side is mowing the lawn and the other side is power washing their deck. But across from me, as always, is Cyrus Amundsen.
When you were raising a young family, let's say toddlers through five, six, seven, kids learning their emotions, that age,
Mhm.
do you have any instances where you left a vacation or a situation where the kids were just broken by it and it was really difficult?
Broken by the vacation?
No, by that they wanted to stay. They wanted to like whether it's leaving a family thing,
Oh, sure. Yeah.
any
Yeah.
that
It just like the meltdown of like,
yes,
I don't want to go.
yes.
Yeah, of course. I think that's pretty natural.
Oh, I think it's normal. I think the one that we experienced kind of came a little bit out of left field.
Okay.
It shouldn't have. So we're back home in Cincinnati, but we, as soon as we got through the melanoma stuff, the day they said I could fly after the surgery, the first day we could fly, we were on a plane to northern Minnesota to see my family.
Yep.
And then I came back to Cincinnati, and Jenna and Sunday stayed for 3 weeks.
Okay.
So I was there for a little bit, and I went back for a little bit, and then at the end of the 3 weeks, the three of us came back together, and that was this past Sunday. And up there, he went to Joel's wife has a daycare, so he went there. And then Joel's kids, he's really close with them. So he's with them all day outside having fun. And then he'd come home and all on the same, like my brother Jess lives 2 houses down, and our right next door is one of our best family friends. And my brother Greg is in a cabin here. And so he has his grandma, his grandpa. He has three, two uncles, two pseudo uncles, 11 cousins, family friends. He is on the lawn and in the water with kids start to finish.
Right.
And so we had thought about them staying another week. It just didn't make sense with everything that they had going home. So they came home with me and we felt guilty about that. But we felt guilty about it from a he doesn't know what we're because he's two, he gets it, but he just turned two.
Sure.
And he assimilates really easily. And
Hmm.
so we're like, he doesn't really realize how great of a thing we are taking him out of. Bro, our flight gets delayed. We drive home from the airport. We get home at 9:30. He falls asleep in the car. We bring him inside, go up to his room. He wakes up as he's being brought up to his room. As he gets into his room, he takes a second and he looks around like he's Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz, who's just woken up. He's like, "What? What the?" And then fucking flips out. No, 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 just like screaming no. And this is a kid for context. And this is not me. I'm an emotional bitch. So where he got this thing from, no idea. But he is, I think we could count on two hands the amount of times he's had a crying spell or thrown a fit that's lasted longer than 10 minutes in his whole life. And I know somebody's going to message me, oh, buckle up for the terrible twos. Stop sending me shit like that. You're a loser. But same people who you
Well,
like,
answer my text messages, then I won't have to DM you.
those are the same people who send you like, oh, you're married now. It's all about to change. God, I'm sorry your life sucks, man. I'm so sorry that you haven't gotten ahead in a long time. But we're happy to be married. We really like it. We like hanging out and watching stuff together. And so we he's like like it keeps going, and we at first we don't know what's wrong. We're like, is he hurt? What's happening? So we bring him downstairs, and eventually we realize he's looking around the whole house. He's like, oh, no, no. Like each new room we go into, he's like, I'm really not there anymore. And finally we figure it out, and we're like, hey man, we're gonna go back next summer. He goes, go back now, go back now, go back now. And it was for it like all time sad dad moment. Like it was hard to see him be upset, but I miss being up there. I miss my family. I hate this health bullshit. I like where we live. I like that we live close to Jenna's family, but just like soul crushing in this way that I haven't felt sadness before. It
Yeah.
was it was terrible.
Yeah. Well, first of all, great caveat there by adding in, I like living next to Jenna's family because we know they listen. Smart.
Thank you.
Secondly, I'm glad I caught that because I wasn't listening to all of it because I was reading about this phenomena that children have when they leave, and um, it says the safer a child feels with their parents, the less
No,
they care about leaving
no,
something.
don't.
No. I get it, but it is interesting, right? Because you go, why didn't he know when he was going on the plane that you guys were going home? But also the plane brings him to the fun.
Hmm.
So
And so
maybe
does
he
the
thought it was like
cars.
a reset. Maybe it's like, hey, after we're here for a week, we have to go on a plane to come back to the fun. And
Yes.
maybe he thought, but so when he woke up and was like, this is my room and no one else is here. Fuck this. Um, when I was younger, it had to have been maybe kindergarten, first grade, something like that. I fell asleep on the couch when my parents were home. Oh, you know what? This is before my sister was born, so I was probably 4. I fell asleep on the couch. My parents were there. They were watching TV with me. And then when I woke up, my parents were not there. And this guy down the block, Don Johnson, sick ass name in the 80s,
Real
was
name.
Don Johnson
Okay.
was watching me. He was a kid for a family of 4 kids down the street, and he was watching TV right in front of the TV, crisscross applesauce, which is kind of a freaky position to be in.
For an adult? Yeah,
Yeah,
that
when you
sucks.
wake up. I mean, he was like maybe a teenager or something. But I did the same thing. I melted down because I didn't know what was going on. And I still remember this because he didn't know what to do. He's like a teenager, and I can't stop crying, even though in my head I'm going like, this seems fine, but I couldn't stop crying. So he brought me for a walk, didn't help, asked me a bunch of things like, hey, do you want to do this? None of it helped. Then he brought me to a house 2 houses down that had 2 older women living in it that were roommates. I just did quotes because it was the 80s and you couldn't tell people you were scissoring yet. And they had a bag of mini Snickers in their freezer and they gave me one, and it is the only thing that helped. So, cut to 100 years later, when I'm having a bad day, yeah, I reach for sugar because it fucking calms me down.
I was just gonna say, there's the origin story of
It's
your.
no kidding. It's no kidding that that really is. It's like a little Snickers saved the day. And so now I'm like, well, if a little Snickers did that, what could a king size
Yeah.
Snickers do?
What if we get one of those ice cream bar Snickers?
Yeah, trust me, I've done it. I've tried it. What if
The
we ate a whole 6 pack of those when
we
my family leaves because it was a fucking nightmare of a weekend again?
the
By
one
the
thing
way, I
we
just want to throw this out there. I know I always shit on my nephews and niece about being tough to handle. God, they were great. They were great.
shout out to the Wiener High Five twins and their older sister for being great.
Yeah, they were really, really wonderful. And then, like golf, when you're driving the ball well, sometimes you forget how to putt.
Hmm.
So the kids were acting great. So then the adults go, wow, fucking
Let's ramp
hold
this thing up.
hold my water bottle, because that's now what I carry with me.
I like going home for the first time in a really long time and just letting all that like childhood angst and like you're like, "Oh, I'm an adult and I've been an adult for a while, but the moment I walk in my mom's kitchen, I'm 11 and I'm ready to go." I, within 20 minutes of seeing my brother for the first time, told him to fuck off in front of his kids. So I did great. I really had a really good time. He told me to not swear. We were going back and forth. It wasn't great. Was it my fault or his fault? I think it's probably a little bit of both. And
Sure.
I said I swore, and he said, "Don't swear in front of my kids." And I told him to fuck off. So a real low moment early in my trip where I felt really, really bad.
Did you guys happen to go mini golfing with two groups of four? And one of the groups didn't want to keep score, so you ended up keeping score for both groups, and they were yelling their scores back to you, like the most ridiculous scene in the history of the world. And then at one point you go, "What did you get?" And someone in that group goes, "Well, I already told you." And it's like, "Oh, sorry, I'm keeping track of every single thing that's going on and not having any fun because you selfishly can't do this yourself." And then that person goes, "Well, would it help if I kept your guys' score?" And then your brain snaps in half because you're not allowed to use the R word, but it's the only one that makes sense in this situation. Did that happen? Is that why you said that to your brother?
No, I was just making a tortilla while he was standing near the fridge.
Oh, a tortilla. Did you clean out the pan when you were done, or did you leave it filled with butter for your brother to clean? For the fourth fucking time since you've been here. I guess this is a vacation house to everybody but me. When people come here, I get put to work. Hey Chad, you want to buy a cabin so we can come relax and not do a fucking thing, and you have to do everything? Awesome. Sounds fun. Anyways, is that why you told him to fuck off, or was it something different?
We call it an old school Cy and Greg mess around.
Sure.
There's just too much to, as old school listeners to this show know, like it's not unusual for us as adults to be sitting next to one another in a fast food booth, a hold of each other's hair and punching each other in the dick, trying to squeeze someone's ear off. Like we're gonna fight. It's been that way since the beginning. But I think over the years, I actually think the fuck off in front of his kids. I actually think it's progress. I think we
I
used to
think it is too.
I think we used to be a, 4 days of an altercation, and we got it barreled down into right away the first time we see each other, a 5 minute altercation with a fuck off and 15 minutes of being pissed afterwards. That's progress. The old school Cy and Greg mess arounds are shrinking,
Yeah.
and that, ladies and gentlemen, is a sign of growth.
It really is. And I'm really glad we started talking about family because that lawnmower wasn't bothering me. But now I don't know if he raked up all his sticks and is just throwing the lawnmower on top of the sticks to make more noise. But man, I'm doing great, dude. My Paul, let me check my whoop. Oh, there's my heart rate. It's fucking 140.
Yeah, you're a guy. You're gonna be one of those Widowmaker guys. They'll have those cardiac events because you're like, well, we didn't know that his blood pressure was at 200 for 11 years. Um, 200 over whatever else is dangerous. I'm not a big medical guy. You know
Guess
what?
who can't have their family around anymore? Because it is taking years off my life. I have to call an emergency fucking therapy meeting. I have to, it's unreal. I've
Would it
ne
help? Would it help? And just go with me, right? Do you think it would help if I led a group feeling session with you and your family?
No, but I can't remember the last time my entire family has been here and left, and I go, that was awesome. Can't wait to do it again. It's like, how can I strategically delay the next gathering?
Do you think you could maybe stagger it into like, and then this weekend, like, separate them off so you kind of, or is that just extending the pain?
No, not at all. But I can definitely go, uh, I am the one that makes all the plans for holidays. I am the one that gets everybody's schedule when we go to these family reunions in Michigan and try to work that together and help people with their
Oh,
flights.
you're the family project manager.
And I just can't do it anymore.
So this is
And
what
I
I'm
and I
saying.
also I also got the okay
Outside
from my
hire.
therapist to tell me that. Not even an outside hire. It's going to be you guys do it and then I'll come. You guys want to host Christmas? Okay. I will come for a little bit because that sounds fun, but I need to be able to leave when it starts unraveling. And when it's at my place, I can't leave. And it stays unraveling and it's fucking wild. It's wild.
Do you think it would help, like at Christmas, maybe you throw a little Psy in there? Maybe Psy, Jen, and Sunday come to Christmas. I got to see my
Yeah.
family too, but maybe
And I'll go to your house.
we come to Christmas at your house.
Right. And I'll go to your house and just be there by myself. Give me the passwords.
Yep, you can see. Oh, like the holiday.
Yes. Yes.
Let's do a family version of the
I call him
holiday.
Jack Black. I call him Jack Black.
Who do you think does better? Chad in the old school Cy and Greg mess around scenario, or Cy in the Chad's family is giving him high blood pressure over the course of multiple days scenario? Who do you think has a better chance of coming back and going, I'd love to do that again next year?
You know what I think it is? I think we tie because we have so much fun knowing what the other one is dealing with. Because here's the thing.
Yeah.
You come to my family, you don't have any triggers with
Yeah.
my family. So
Yes.
you're laughing at the fact that this is going on,
I'm
right?
like, yes, keep the toilet seat down, piss on it. This is hilarious.
Right. And so you don't
Put
have
that
any
dirty
triggers.
log on the living room carpet. What? You're so
Mhm.
funny.
And I don't have any triggers with Greg.
True.
So I think that we come back to one another and go, what is your problem?
Yeah, why are you ruining your family?
How do you bitch about this? That was great.
If we Freaky Friday, right? The change up. Not
Mhm.
just like Cy goes there, Chad goes there. Like I'm in Chad's body, Chad's in Cy's body. You get non-disease Cy, so I'm mobile, you can move, right? What is the first thing or the first couple things you're doing? I think let's all take fuck each other's wife off the table. Let's move that off the table.
I can I tell you something? Wasn't even thinking that
You
because I have
don't
a
do.
I promise you I wasn't thinking that because I have a way better plan.
Okay.
I turn your life upside down in such a way that it's unsalvageable. You get home and people are like, "Are you serious, dude? I don't understand how you think you can surgically remove your brother's testicle when he's sleeping. Think that you're welcome back at this Christmas."
And I think I eat so much, so often that you look like Ben Stiller at the end of Dodgeball. So when you pop back into your body, you're literally being crane lifted out of your cabin.
Do you know that after our Ozempic talk last week, several people texted me and was like, "Hey man, everything okay?"
Yeah, because you're a normal looking guy talking about Ozempic on a very popular podcast. You don't think when you were talking that I understood that several people in your life were going to be like, just checking in, dude, checking in. What would the Ozempic slash suicide comment? You know how I think two or three times in that episode you fit Ozempic and suicide into one sentence
Yeah.
without punctuation splitting it up.
Well, I hit a rough patch. I hit a rough patch that only lasted a couple days, but sometimes you got to look up weight loss medication.
You know how you were saying that, like, did the baby think, like, he doesn't know, like, plane brought him to Minnesota? Cars brought him to Minnesota? Jenna saw, so, like, I told you he's way into vehicles.
Hmm.
And this, whatever you're into, I'm happy for you. I'm just not a, like, yeah, construction. I didn't want him to be a Bob the Builder kid because it's not interesting to me. And I think that then the universe goes, I hope he likes excavators. He loves semi trucks and farm equipment. And so Jenna saw this thing online. They're like, if you want to keep your kid busy in the car, when you go to a gas station or a truck stop, get those Auto Trader magazines and just give them to them in the back seat so they can look through them.
Oh, wow.
Dude, she got him a tractor and farm equipment one. And when any tractor he sees, and this sucks, he calls it a digger. He just goes, digger, digger, digger. And you're like, how about a toddler rule? No hard R's, regardless.
Yeah. Make
I
sure you
just,
don't drive by one of those when he has a cold.
thank you. I just don't think Jenna, why don't you take a weekend and teach him the word excavator. Is it excavator? Because I'm not going to teach him the word, obviously.
You don't get to teach him anything, turns out.
Yes. Yeah. So we're driving and he's just sitting in the back. And this is what I'm listening to my son do. Flip through pages of a farm equipment magazine going, oh, whoa, oh, whoa. I don't know, 30 minutes of that. You're like, you've seen them all. It's the same. It's just new. Like I'm raising Larry the toddler guy. It's crazy how into diggers this kid is and semi trucks. And I got nothing to relate to it. But I do pretend I'm like, it is, I agree, man. Man, that one digger is so much like the other one, and they're all great. I love them. Should we go pet one? Like, we're stopping, we drive by a John Deere store, and Jenna's like, well, let's stop. And you're like, that's who we are? We're going to stop at we're going to get in there, and he's going to want some of the merch. Come on.
Yeah, it is interesting when you're a little kid, though, because you go, it's the closest thing to a real superhero because this machine is taking an amount of earth that no one could lift and it's moving it. And it just, the whole process looks cool. It's fluid. I mean, I get it.
Here's the
I,
thing. I get it too, and I get every kid goes through it. I'm just pumped to get to I'm a shitty man. Like I don't know how an engine works. It doesn't intrigue. Can we get to the dinosaur phase? I know it's coming. I'm not rushing him. Dude, we go regardless of the fact that he calls a fire truck a fire cuck and people are going to ask questions about that. We stop at the fire station all the time. We just sit there so he can look at the fire cucks. So I
is a
am,
fire truck like a guy that likes to watch his wife get set on fire by another guy?
yes,
Okay.
100%.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm
no
all
problem.
on board, but let's get to the dinosaur. There's this place up in 20 minutes from our house called Lil Diggers. Also sucks. How is that your name? Lil Diggers, Lil Diggers. It's a gigantic sand pit where kids can like dig stuff up.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Super cool. They also shipped all the sand in from the Caribbean, so it's very so the adults can stand on like the fun little soft
You
sand.
love that. How much
But
do you love
let's
the sand?
let's get into brontosauruses, and somebody will message me and say that's not even a thing anymore. But let's get into the Tyrannosaurus.
Brachiosaurus. Brachiosaurus is.
Let's get into all of them. I'm ready for the dinosaur phase. We're deep in Sesame Street and trucks, and I'll keep Sesame Street, and I want to move into dinos.
Well, yeah, I hope you like reruns of Sesame Street because that's the only thing you're going to be able to show him. But,
I love reruns of Sesame Street. We're watching the ones from the 60s.
well, that's what I'm saying. I mean, because there aren't going to be any new ones
I know
thanks to
what you're saying. I
people
know
that
what you're saying.
drive excavators and semis. Now,
I
listen,
know what you're saying.
um, I was lucky because I also had to go through this, right? Isaac did like dinosaurs, but his biggest thing was Hooters, the restaurant. And every time we would drive by one, he's like, "Hey, Hooters, let's stop. I love owls." And we're like, "God damn it." So we'd have to go in there and we're like, he's probably gonna want merch. And so we come out with all this merch, and then we went to this place called Lil Hooters, and that felt awkward. That for me, I'm like, I'm a grown man. I don't need to be looking at these Lil Hooters, but that was weird for us. But we made it through it, and now he likes computers.
Lil Hooters was actually just a DEI Hooters for women with flatter chests.
Uh-huh, something like that.
Here's the thing. You started this, and I
I
just
did.
hammered home on it. You started it.
Speaking of white trash, can I read you? I got to read you this article.
Okay?
I saw this article and I haven't stopped thinking about it for one full week. Florida couple arrested for selling tickets to heaven. I'm not going to give you any sort of my feelings on this. I promise.
Yes.
I
This
promise.
is why is our show not this all the time?
All right, here we go. A couple in Florida, Tito and Amanda Watts, were arrested a few days ago for selling, in quotes here, golden tickets to heaven to hundreds of people. So let's just take a sec. Hundreds of people bought golden tickets to heaven. I don't think you should get arrested if someone is that fucking dumb. I don't.
Yeah.
Hey, you want to keep our score and we'll keep your score over there? Okay.
what I mean, I'll let you keep going, but my initial reaction is it's not illegal to sell stuff. It so are you going to go on the record and say it's fraud? Like you can't prove that. Like what is keep going.
Yeah, I can't wait for you to hear the rest of it. So you might think, well, maybe they sold it on the internet and going across state lines via the internet is like something. Nope, nope, nope. They sold the tickets on the street
I knew it was going to be a street corner vendor.
for $99.99 per ticket. Told buyers the tickets were made from solid gold and that each ticket reserved the buyer's spot in heaven. Simply present the ticket at the pearly gates and you're in. Tito Watts said in his police statement, I do not care what the police say. The tickets are solid gold, and it was Jesus Christ that gave them to me behind the KFC and told me to sell them so I could get me some money to go to outer space. I met an alien named Stevie who said if I got the cash together, he would take me and my wife on his flying saucer to his planet that is made entirely of drugs. You should arrest Jesus because he is the one that gave me the golden tickets. I am willing to wear, hold on, I am willing to wear a wire to set Jesus up. Bro, put a wire on that guy and let's laugh for the rest of our lives. But I'm not even done. In her police statement,
Hold on, can I say one thing in there?
please,
And we'll
please.
come back to this because I want to hear her police statement. The most important word in his police statement was Stevie.
Stevie, yeah,
Stevie.
yeah.
Keep going.
I mean, this is so wild. So he got golden tickets from JFC behind a KFC. I mean, this is like the most insane thing ever. But here's the thing. Let's not forget, somebody showed up one day and was like, a burning bush was talking to me, you guys. And people were like, okay, we'll listen. I mean, this is okay. I said I wasn't going to do it, but just a little parallel there. Here we go.
People didn't people didn't
Amanda
believe
Watts
you
said,
when you were like, I'm not gonna
we
do it.
just wanted to leave Earth and go to space and do drugs. I did not do anything. Tito sold the golden tickets to heaven. I just watched. Police say they confiscated over $10,000 in cash, drug paraphernalia, and hang tight, a baby alligator.
A
Yeah,
baby alligator?
that's the whole article. Isn't that is so wild to me? And you go, if it didn't say baby alligator, you go, but it was Florida. Wasn't there a baby alligator? And the reporter goes, oh shit, yeah, I left that out. Sorry.
But that almost feels like it's a time hop article before the thing that I learned where that woman beat that guy to death with the baby alligator and then tried to frame him. What a unique state of people.
It really is. It's Alaska South. It's just people running from the law and then three generations of their offspring after that.
Yeah, what? So that means roughly at $99.99 with $10,000 in cash,
Right.
they sold roughly
100.
100 of these.
Yeah.
So 100 people. Now here is the important question. Are the tickets actually gold? That
I don't know. I don't believe so though,
because
because
that's
that
why you'd get legally in trouble if you told people it was something and you sold something on false pretense. Because I can't believe a cop would go on and be like, "Tickets are fake." Like what? Oh, how do you know that? Like we all know that, but how do you know that? It would never hold up in a court of law.
right, right. I don't mean this to be political, so please hear me out.
Okay.
I remember during the last election, people were like, I don't know. I heard some stuff about Florida and it seems like it might go the Democrats' way. And then you go, 100 people on the street bought a golden ticket that was said that they will get them into heaven. Are you fucking kidding me? Cut the shit.
You
I
don't
don't care
think
what you
Democrats
heard.
want golden tickets to heaven?
I don't think so. I don't think so, but I don't know. I mean, I'm just a guy here trying to keep everybody's score at the same time.
The Florida is now I haven't been, we were there this last year, but I haven't been into the Florida-ness. A lot of people when they go to Florida, they go to these popular beachy like these areas that don't really represent Florida. My brother Jess used to live there. And so when you used to go to Florida, that's when cuz so I think so many people moved there during the pandemic and they all moved to these nice areas. Nobody moved, 15 miles outside of, Clearwater and is living, just seeing how it works with the guy who wears actual raccoon skin shoes next door. Like it's just not so Florida is a place of fascination to me, and I choose I think if you're putting the Hall of Fame things I've heard this is a first balloter. Like I know everybody's done the Florida Man and all this stuff, but this the quote is a first balloter. They're both whacked out when they're giving those interviews, right? They're
Of
still
course.
did they let them smoke crack before they asked them those questions?
I think they just
Like I
asked
got
them
some questions for you. Take a
how they were
hit.
under the influence. Yeah.
Yeah. That's but 100 that makes it worse that 100 people walked by and went, I think these are the sort of people I would buy. Because you have to have $100. And
Yeah.
you can't be needing to spend it on something else.
I know. It's so funny to me that I picture this transaction where a lot of people just go, "Hold on now, which heaven?" And he's like, "The good one." And they go, "All right, here's 100."
Hey, listen to me. I was worried. I thought a ticket up there, anything north of $100, you got to ask questions, but you got this thing priced just right.
This is one penny under 100, so I don't gotta ask no question. No, but I do have one question: Is it white Jesus heaven or brown Jesus heaven?
The Speaking of things that enrage you,
Oh boy, do I have a list of them right in front of me.
I have never totally understood. It's not that I don't understand, but your struggle at coffee shops,
Okay.
the
Sure.
Starbucks of the world, where it's if I ever get a call that's like, "Si, I've got terrible news. Chad had a stroke." My first question is, which Starbucks location was he in?
Yeah. Yep. I'm trying to, as you know, I'm on a journey. I'm trying to get better. So what I
Seems
do
like
now is I
it's
order
going
it
great.
online. I order it online and I wait outside until I think it should be done. And then I go in and I just quick check. And then I go back out again. I just don't have to deal with any of the stuff. And it's
So
great.
you look
And
like
I no longer do like, hey, I need one pump of vanilla, three shots of espresso. Uh-uh. It is black coffee. It's like I don't trust you to make the chemistry right. I don't trust you to add what I'm asking you to add. So I'm just going to go, all you have to do is pour it. That's it. There's no adding anything. And so now everything's much better. I drink black coffee. I drink a cold brew now and again because at some point you go, well, now this is my fault because I'm asking somebody who doesn't want to be at work to add very specific things and read the ticket. How dare me? So now I just go, you know what? Put it under the machine, and then when the machine stops pouring, put a lid on it. There we go. Perf.
I like the idea of you going and checking, going back outside, and just pacing outside the windows of a Starbucks like a guy whose ex-girlfriend is in that building sleeping with a new guy, and you're
Yeah.
just waiting for him to come out. Just man, when he
Yeah.
fuck, just waiting, just waiting. I love that imagery. I don't really drink coffee at all, so I don't experience. But every great once in a while, um, we'll go to a coffee shop when Jen and I are together because she wants something. And then every great once in a while, a thing I hate happens where she has me go. She'll order a coffee online, and I have to go pick it up.
Oh, yeah.
And it's never. I'm leaving the house to run errands, and she goes, "Hey, while you're out, I'm gonna order a coffee." And I go, "Awesome. Hey, I love you. See you later." It's I have done every errand and started the journey home, and I don't have to backtrack all the way, but it's no longer on my way. I'll get the text like, "Hey, are you home yet?" And I'm being honest, and I'm like, "Hey Siri, could you reply no to Jenna?" And then I get back. I just ordered a coffee. Will you go grab? So I do have to side veer. By the way, my Siri just sent my wife a text that said no on my phone. And then when I did that, now she thinks I'm talking to her again. Leave me alone, Siri. I'm recording a podcast. So
Time
stop.
out. Time out. I got to tell you something. Have I ever told you? Ben Katzner,
Yep.
fantastic comedian,
New special out.
lived in New York for a long time. Now he is back in Minnesota, but he has a bit where he actually would say one of my favorite things to do recently is to go into an Apple store and yell, "Hey, Mary,
Hey
call
Siri.
911." And here's the thing, when he did it in the showroom, you heard a bunch of people's phones go, "Okay, calling 911." And they had to reach in their phone and shut. It was a full panic session in the room. It made me laugh so fucking hard. Ben is so funny, and he does.
New special. Yep.
He has a new special out called Supple Harlot right now. It's on YouTube. I think you should check it out. And that's not why I brought it up, but I love promoting it
It's
because
good.
it's good.
Very
And
good.
so it's fantastic. And so um uh but that joke, like anytime you say that word or anything close to it, all of a sudden you have to panic because you feel like your phone's going to do something crazy.
She orders a coffee,
Yeah.
and I backtrack to go get it. And I walk in, and there's a huge tennis tournament in town, so it is busy. She
Mhm.
ordered a coffee and a food. She goes, they'll be sitting right next to each other. Well, I see her food, I don't see her coffee. I'm waiting because I see all the coffees. And I'm waiting and I'm looking. And then it's just been a while. People who've come up and ordered. And I'm like, well, God, the tennis tournament, who knows how many orders were in line before her. So I'm justifying this comical wait, right? And then we get to the point where it's just gotten too far. So I call her and I'm because I want to know, hey, what'd you order? I need to check on this. And she is not answering. She likes to put her phone right, and she likes to ask me to do something, and then she likes to put her phone right in front of her where she can see and hear it, and then not respond.
Sure.
I could send 1,000 texts and 100 calls, so I don't have any information.
I'd be fine with that. Cuckoo.
So I try to ask. There's multiple employees. I try to ask one of the employees. I go, hey, do you have something for? And I get the whole, hey, hold on. We got a
Right.
lot here. That's what hey, hold on, we got a lot here. And I go, okay, I agree. You guys have a lot here. I used to work a deck bar. A lot of people, I don't, you cut, don't talk. And these are because, the people who take the order, and then these are the people who have to make it, the baristas.
Yeah,
Don't fuck
barista.
with the barista. They're stressed out. So I take a step back. I wait a lot while longer, starting to slow down. And I'm like, hey, and he just gives me a look and he goes, what? And I was like, my wife, this is her food right here. I've been waiting for her coffee. And he takes a step back and he looks at a coffee and he goes, it's right here. Chad, the coffee he's pointing at is still back on the fucking grate where they make the coffee. It's it's facing it's facing away from me. I'd have to go gadget to get my arm over the machine. Like it's on this side of the counter, but it's 2 feet away from the other drinks. It looks like it's waiting for something. No person in their right mind would be like, I'm gonna reach back to where the barista's belly button is kept and
Yeah.
see if this is my wife's coffee. And dude, never have I ever felt your rage like I did. I almost like in a perfect universe where trouble doesn't exist. I wanted to pick it up. I go, oh, it was right there. And now it's right here. And then you just throw it against a wall and leave. Like I always thought whenever you do these coffee things, I would think, what a fucking psycho. But no, it's a place of, that is a place that builds psychos. You're right.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's a lot of great Starbucks and a lot of great Starbucks workers, but there's something about the Starbucks experience that if you are politely trying to accomplish something and somebody gives you the fuck you, it's a tough swallow. Because I think I go a long ways with like my whole thought process of like, look at all these tennis tournament douchebags in their silly clothes being dicks about how long, like, this would suck to work here. I would not like very much empathizing, but then to be like, to get the business from that person
Oh,
makes you
yeah.
want to give the business back.
There's a very special kind of human being that when you go, hey, do you make coffee for a living? They go, no, I'm a barista, like you said. And that comes with a confidence and an attitude. So where you go, hey, I'm looking for my wife's coffee, and they go, hey, you fucking idiot,
Yeah.
get back here and make it if you want it.
Yeah.
And you're like, well, I didn't know I was allowed back there. So when I order coffee on the app, I didn't realize this, but sometimes people go in and they just take a coffee that's on the to-go thing.
Yeah,
They're
super. I mean,
not
you
there
didn't
yet.
realize that? That's the first thing I thought when I walk in. I was like, if I was a coffee thief, this is the place.
I didn't even know, why would you be a coffee thief though? It's like, don't you want to be more awake for your shitty life? So then anyways, they go in and they take the coffee. And so when I'm outside pacing around like a lunatic, like I have a gun in my waistband and I'm going to shoot somebody, then I go in and I go, hey, I thought I heard you say Chad, but I don't see a coffee. And they go, oh, someone must have taken it. And then I just start going, no, no, no.
Hey, if you guys like this, there will be a new episode next Monday and every single Monday at 8 a.m. So click the subscribe button so your phone sends it to you without having to do any work.